first thing I'm going to do is to fold the fabric into 4. This is into 2 and this is into 2. So this is for the front and this is for the, this is for the back and this is for the, front. So I'm going to leave an allowance of 2 inches. Or you can use one for this one. I used 1.5 extra. I hope you can see this. So this is how it is folded. I see there's a zip allowance there. So I have 1.5 inch here. And then I have the length. I have measured out the length. What I have on this table here now is the length. I have measured out the length of this fabric. The length I'm using is 58 inches plus 2 inches for hemming. So I have here 60 inches. So I have here marked 60 inches. This tie was originally made with brocade. But I'll be using adire. You can use any fabric. You can use adire. You can use ankara for this style. But for this one, I'll be using this adire fabric. So this is the style we are making. So the first thing I'm going to do is to measure 3 inches for the neck width. Then for this, just add whatever, depending on how long you want your sleeve to be. This person's back is 16 inches divided by 2. That's 8. So that is 8. Then plus the extension you want, how long you want the width to be. We can just use 10 or 11. For this one, I'll be using 11 inches. For this customer, I'll be using 11 inches. Then you add what you want to use in taping the dress. So if you want to tape the hand, so here I'll be adding 2 inches for taping of the hand. So I'll mark 2 inches. So all together here now, I have 21 inches here now. So at this 21 inch, I hope this is showing. So at this 21 inch that I have marked, I'll come down by 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches for the slope. Then connect it to the 3 inches I marked earlier for the neck. Then I'll connect it again. I hope this stroke is visible enough. Then for the hand opening, I'm going to come down by, depending on how wide you want it to be. This is not too wide, so you can either use between 10 to 12 inches. Here I'll be using 12 inches. I'll come down by 12 inches. Then from that 12 inches, I'm going to be coming in by whatever you added as your allowance for folding in the hand is what you will come in by here. So here I'm coming in by the 2 inches I added for the folding in. Before I do that, let me measure what I have here. I'm going to measure what I have here. The 21 I have here, I'm going to put it back at these 12 inches. So that's for the sleeve. Then I'll come in by 2 inches from that point. So then, if you see the shaping of the bubu, you can see that it is curved. So I'm going to measure depending on where you want your curving to start from. So here, I want this one to start from 36 inches. I'm just going to mark 36 inches. I hope the camera is still showing. I need to mark 36 inches. So this is where 36 inches is ended. And from that 36 inches, I'm going to mark out our hip measurement. Our hip is 46. So divided by 4, that's 11.5. So I have 11.5 here. Then whatever you want to use as your ease allowance. Here, I'm okay with 3.5 as my ease allowance. So I'll do that 3.5 as the ease allowance. So I'm going to measure what is here. This is 15.5. So I'm going to measure 15.5 downwards. So don't forget that we are leaving out the allowance. The 15 I'm marking is from this. Is this back I using to cut it because of the allowance here. So I'm starting from this point. So I'm just going to mark 15.5 down. 15.5 down. I'm moving the fabric so that you can see what I'm doing. So this is it. So from this point, I'm going to curve it to go and make it 2 inches here. This is where I marked 36 to be, and this is where I came in by 2 inches. So I'm just going to freehand and curve it to this point. I hope you can see what I'm talking about here. So to 36 and a half, and then you're going to curve it to come and meet this point. So that's it. Now you can cut it out and separate the front from the back. But before I cut it out and separate the front from the back, I'm going to measure out the neckline. For the neck, I'm going to be using 3 1/4. For the back, I'm going to use by 1.5 inch. For the back, that's for the back neckline. But for the front neckline, I'm going to be coming down by 5 inches. But this, let me just cut it out and separate it so that you can see. Then from here and into. I hope this stroke is very visible. So here now, you can see the shape that we have. You can see the shape that we have. So I'm done with the back here now. I'm done with the back. I'm going to separate the back from the front. Let me mark where the allowance is so that you see it. So this is the allowance I added. This is where the allowance is. You can see this is where this is starting from. This is where the allowance is. I'm going to remove it now. I want to choke where the neck is. That's yeah. So that is the allowance there. So I'm going to connect this to this. But if you look at the neck design, it has a little V neck. So I just come down by 4 inches for the V, depending on how low you want yours to be. So 4 inches is okay for this. I'm okay with 4 inches. So don't forget our allowance that is here. Just going to mark it. If you're a beginner, you can join it before marking this V out. So I'm going to join it before marking it out soon. So let me just mark it down. So from here you just connect it to this place. Just mark 1/2 inch and connect it from that 4 inches here. So I can cut out the neckline now. So I'm going to go ahead and join this 1.5 inch I added. Then depending on where you want your slit to start from, your slit can start from this point where you curved it. So depending on how convenient it is for the person, how deep the person wants it, you can go higher if you want, but for this is just okay. I can just start the slit from here depending on what your customer wants. But for this customer, this is just moderate, from here the slit is okay. So I'm going to go ahead now and join 1.5 inch up here. The 1.5 inch I added for sewing allowance. I'm going to go ahead and join it. I have joined the sewing allowance I added. The 1.5 inch I've joined it. So I measured. I told you I was going to measure 4 down, which I already measured medium. So that's the 4 inches we measured down here. Then on the neckline, just measure half an inch, just half an inch, and connect to the 4 inches. Then you can cut it out. So you dig into the sewing allowance at where you mark that 4 inches. Then carefully cut it off. So now we have our, you can see this is our neckline. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to cut out facing for both front and the back. I'm going to cut out facing for both the front and the back. Now I want to cut the facing. I meant to iron it out before. Part of the facing. So I'm just going to measure 3 around for the facing. So this is my facing for the front, and also I will now cut for the back now. So for the back also, it's going to measure out 3 inches also for the back. 3 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches. So this is my back facing. Next thing I'm going to do now is to join the front to the back. I'm going to join the front to the back. Right side facing right side. So now I'll go ahead and use half an inch to join the shoulder together, and I'll do the same thing for the facing also. I will join the shoulder of the facings together also. I will join this to this, the shoulder to the shoulder, then use it to turn the neck. Now I've joined it together and I've ironed it, then I've turned it with the facing. I'm going to be using hemming gum to gum it, or you can use your needle and thread just to hem it down. Then I'm going to use hemming gum for this to down to gum it. So, but there's a belt inside. So now I'm going to be inserting the belt. So to insert the belt, I'm going to measure from person shoulder to waist. But for this person, I won't be allowing to get it exact. Shoulder to waist is 17, but I'll be using 16 because I don't want it to. I want it to snatch our waist. So shoulder to, that's where what is here. 16 is here. I hope you can see it. This chalk is very faint already. So at this side too, I'll measure our shoulder to waist, which is 16. So 16 here is what I'm going to measure. So I've marked out 16 here. The same way I marked out 16 here. So now I'm going to divide our waist by 2. Our waist divided by, our waist is 40 divided by 2, 20. So I'm going to have 10 here, 10 here, but I don't want it to be exactly at that 10. I want to start before the 10. So I'm just going to measure 9 here, or even 8.5. So I'll just measure it here and mark it. Please manage this chop with me. Then here also 8.5. So I've gone ahead to stitch the belt. So I'll just stitch the belt down here this way, and also stitch the belt here too this way. After stitching the belt into it, I'm going to tape the hand. The allowance you left for the hand, just tape whatever you left. I left 2 inches for the hand. I'm going to be taping 2 inches for the. I'm going to be taping 2 inches for the hand. Whatever you left for your hand is what you're going to tape for your hand. So now I have fixed the belt. I'm going to use Amy gum for the neck. Then I've joined this. I've taped in the hand, and I've joined the side with half and I've joined the side with half and hinge. Then I will use Amy gum for this center part and tape the lower part. If you want to know what Amy gum is, this is original Amy gum that I'll be using for the neck to tape it down. You can also use needle and thread, but I'll be using Amy gum. And I'll be using Amy gum for this part too. And that's all. I'll show you the finished look by the time I iron it out.